home of the Tigers since 2000, Comerica Park here in the Motor City, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins and the Detroit Tigers. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Singy, this team just can't find a way to win. How do they change that today?
I really think it's as simple as put it all in the rear view and just focusing on the here and now. Every pitch, every bat, just need to lock in on what they can control. Perhaps today is the game it all comes together.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. And our pitcher tonight, Hal Newhouser. What do we need to know here?
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Coming up on the first pitch, Gary Sheffield getting ready to hit.
Gary Sheffield.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Owen Casey, the next to hit. First pitch swinging. Newhouser over 200 career wins, and he's one of the few two-time MVPs in the league. Just underway here in Detroit. On the corner for a strike, and he'll challenge that called strike. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges. Sheffield aboard here at first with nobody out. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
The lefty, the 1-0. And another ball.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Fastball for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Steps off, checks the runner at first. And a payoff pitch. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins. That's in for a strike. Swing and a miss.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. On a line, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there.
And that one handled. They take the force out. Inning over. Marlins strand a pair. And now the Tigers get their first opportunity. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Comerica Park. And getting the start for Miami, Yuri Perez. What do you got on him, Chris?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Lou Whitaker up now for the Tigers. Whitaker with another scorching run of play lately. And he'll one.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Line drive to short and caught. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Alan Trammell stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. In the air, right field, Sheffield on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Kirk Gibson will hit next.
Designated hitter, number 26.
Gibson with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. 2 down, nobody on. Swinging a foul straight back.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Struck him out of the foul tip. Top of the second, and now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards.
Down low.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Batting 7th, third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Connor Norby. He was 1 for 4 back on Wednesday.
Ball.
No score here in the second. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all. The Marlins on the board first. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins.
Ball down. No.
He's just missing with some pitches that I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That's off the mark. Ball 3.
Double!
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the 2nd. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Christopher Morel.
Ha! Ball. Ball 2.
Slapped foul. 2 down, nobody on. Ripped on a line to center. And that'll do it. Marlins get a bit closer on this homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Welcome back. Still early, but this team's woes have carried over to today, Siggy.
Yeah, when things aren't clicking, it's hard to get out of that bunk, Boog. The trend continuing so far in this one.
Miguel Cabrera, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Kona takes it in for the out. 1 down.
That is it. First baseman, number 41.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Victor Martinez. Foul ball there.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Takes it in for the out. And up next for Detroit, Al Kaline. Ripped, but it curls foul. The 0-1. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Gone. And to the deepest part of the park. He circles the bases. His first homer of the year. And we're level. It's 1-1.
That fastball was out of the zone, and he still drove it out. Those swings leave pitchers scratching their heads.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Curtis Granderson up now for the Tigers. drilled in the air out towards right center. Casey should have this one. And that'll do it. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. We played 2 full. You're dialed in. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Sheffield swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Owen Casey digs in now. And that one ripped to left. This one could be trouble. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He scores and they have the lead. It's 2-1.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Stowers in the box now. Takes strike 1. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Fires it to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 3-1.
Comes through with the RBI. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Hernandez now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Check swing went around, and it's 0-2.
Well, that two-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Sets him down looking, and that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Kona, the next to hit, takes outside.
Ball, no.
Man at first, 1 away. And another ball.
That's a ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 2-1. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home. The tag, safe. And they lead by 3.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Edwards in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there.
Foul.
And that is foul.
Ball.
1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Ball 2.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And there are 2 down. Connor Norton, the next up for the Marlins.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at-bat.
Late with the swing there. Swing and a pop-up. Trammell gets under it. And that is that. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We move on. Back here in Detroit, now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. Out to short. Slings to first.
He's out.
Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Turkey Stearns.
Turkey Stearns stepping to the plate now. In the air, left field. And it stays fair. So the one-out hit turns the lineup over.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those could be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
In the dirt. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. Hit in the air, left field. And he makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Up next for the
Here's the
Tigers.
shortstop at the plate. Alan Trammell. Flied to right his first time. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes.
Outside.
There's a ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
That steal right there is running to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
And that is that. One hit, one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Marlins 4 and the Tigers 1. Back at Comerica Park. Out of the fourth. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
Lopez
That's a ball.
takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Popped up. And there's one down. Pitch count in great shape. It seems he might have a chance to finish it.
First baseman, Christopher Morel.
And now for the Marlins, Christopher Morel. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Morel, 26 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Back to the top of the Miami order. Gary Sheffield getting ready to hit.
Ball.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. Here's the center fielder, Owen Casey. Check swing called strike. Strike 1.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
2 on, 1 out.
Ball.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Now a pop-up on the infield. Whitaker has a beat on it, and there's 2 down.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least one run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins.
No,
Big
that's
moment
a
in this
ball.
game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Fight.
That one finds the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tapped softly on the ground. And that is that. Marlins strand a pair as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Welcome back. It's been a tough stretch for this team. No way around it, Singy.
Yeah, you can sense the pressure they're feeling every at bat. Just takes one win to get the mojo back, though.
Ball one there. Gibson with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies.
Ball 2.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Miguel Cabrera. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw to second, and great jump. Man at second. That misses, and the count even 1-1. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. 1 away.
Everything in that at bat was away until the final pitch. 3 pitches in a row on the outside part of the plate, and of course, that gets you conditioned to look out there, maybe a little bit out on your toes. So a great call on pitch number 4 to just hit that inside part of the plate and freeze him for strike 3.
2 down.
Up next for the Tigers.
Now it's the right fielder, Al Kaline. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. This one in the air, center field. Casey under it. And that ends the inning. 1 left for Detroit, and they trail it 4-1. Back here in Detroit, now it's the Marlins catcher, Heriberto Hernandez.
You know, these Marlins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Pretty close, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 3. Fastball for a strike. Clips the corner. And a full countdown. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Jeff Conine, the next up for the Marlins. just missed.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
He'll challenge. Thought that was a ball. And it's going to stay a strike. Still one challenge left for them.
Ball.
Check
That's a
swing
check.
on the
Did he
2-2.
swing?
Appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing.
For the Marlins, second baseman Xavier Edwards.
2 down, bases empty. And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards.
No.
Close,
No.
but called a ball. Ball 2. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a chopper out to short. That ends the frame. Nothing doing for the Marlins, but they lead it 4-1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He makes the grab, and there's one away. Here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler.
Tigers. Catcher Dylan Dingler.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Fastball is outside. The Tigers trailing by 3, last half of inning number 5. Fastball for a strike. And now 3-1. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Stearns, batting with one down, takes a strike. Swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And that one in the air center field. Casey should have this one. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, number 1.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. Now it's the second baseman, Lou Whitaker. Dingler, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Nice grab. Throw to first. In the dirt. Great pick. Got him. What a play. Tigers lead one, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Connor Norby will hit next.
Miami, third baseman Connor Norby.
So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Jack Flaherty. He last pitched 2 days ago.
That's a ball. Hey.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And that just misses. Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep their remaining challenge. One down. Now it's the shortstop, Otto Lopez. And that one fouled off. Stays alive. To third, Cabrera. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the Marlins, first baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Christopher Morel. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The 0-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
And that is that. It's the Marlins 4 and the Tigers 1. At Comerica Park, bottom of the inning, Alan Trammell up now for the Tigers. Trammell with some impressive production lately.
Ball one.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Hammered, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Gibson now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Movement in the bullpen. Andrew Nardi, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Bender warming up as well. And now it's 1-2. Out towards right center field. Casey gets under it. Takes it in for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, number 24.
One out man at first. Here's some real power at the plate. Miguel Cabrera. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. To the warning track, makes the catch. They put the tag on him, and that's a double play to end the inning. It's the Marlins 4 and the Tigers 1. We go to the top of the seventh. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Gary Sheffield. New pitcher for the Tigers, Anibal Sanchez. He's making his fourth appearance of the season.
Foul ball.
Sanchez, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and he was born in Venezuela. Now the 0-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield, and the leadoff man aboard. Owen Casey, the next up for the Marlins. Now into the ball game on defense, Kevin McGonigal. He's in at shortstop.
Number 85, Kevin McGonigal.
Also entering the game, Gleyber Torres. He'll play second.
Number 25, Gleyber Torres.
Also into the ball game, George Kell. He's the new third baseman.
Number 21, George Kell.
Ball one.
In the dirt. And there's a strike.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that's a foul ball. That one is absolutely belted. And that should be extra bases. Sheffield around third. And they're up by 4.
Well done. Drives in the run. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And here is Kyle Stowers. 1 on, nobody out. A run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Towards first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. That's the first out, the top of the seventh.
For the Marlins.
So digging in, Heriberto Hernandez. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. On the ground to the left, Kell sends it to first. Out number 2, and another run comes in. Next to hit, Jeff Conine.
For the Marlins, left fielder Jeff Conine.
Ball.
And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Now all even up. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. He dives, but he can't make the catch. The throw in. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning.
Batter tried to stretch that one into a double, but he wasn't about to let that happen. Nice job to get to the ball and fire that one into second just in time to get the out.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Cade Gibson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Victor Martinez up now for the Tigers. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And first offering is fouled off. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Ball 1.
Oh, and a nasty hop eats him up. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Making a move at first. Detroit going with the pinch runner, John Donaldson.
John Donaldson.
Stepping in, Al Kaline. Kaline in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. The Marlins leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. Runner on the go. Oh, great stop to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Tigers,
Curtis Granderson, the next to hit.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Tigers going with a pinch hitter, Hank Greenberg. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and one gone. Greenberg in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. One out and a runner at second. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Donaldson around third. He'll score. It's 6-2. So a man at first. And here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler. 1 for 2. Check swing. He held up. and it's 1-0.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Ball, no.
Greenberg at first, one gone. Fouls one off. 2-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Sheffield moving under this one. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Tigers.
Now the Marlins manager out of the Calvin Fauché taking over on the mound. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Turkey Stearns up now for the Tigers. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike. And the 0-2. There goes the runner. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Runner goes again. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That is the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. Now a 6-2 ball game. Back here in Detroit, they put themselves out front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Check swing called strike. Strike 1.
Ball.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next.
And now for the Marlins, Connor Norton. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Ball.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out. Otto Lopez getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. That one kicks away from the catcher to 3rd, and he's got no chance. He's out.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, you couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, first baseman Christopher Morel.
And now the first baseman, Christopher Morel. 1 for 3.
No, that's a ball.
And there's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. That one outside. And a count 2-1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. So the call stands. No challenges left for them now. Base hit into the outfield. Norby coming home. Here comes the throw. Slides his hand in there. Save. It's 7-2. Back to the top of the order. And now Gary Sheffield.
No, that's a ball.
Morel off of first with 2 away. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And 1-1.
Ball.
Bounced out to short. McGonigal. And that's the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 7. Back at the ballpark, the struggle bus has been this team's mode of transportation lately, Singy.
Yeah, but I mean, they're barely making it to the ballpark. Need to upgrade their ride ASAP.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Tigers.
So up next, Kevin McGonigal getting his first appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench defensively.
Ball.
Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Max Meyer, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Paddock getting loose as well.
Ball.
To a count you really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Hit on the ground to short. Lopez. The throw to first. And a couple of quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. Next to hit, Alex Bryant. Taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense.
No.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Clips the corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Curve in the dirt. To the right side, and that one finds its way through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the
He kind of rolled
Tigers.
over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
At the plate, George
Ball.
Kell. And the 1-0. On the ground, out to short. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. 1 left for Detroit. They're down 5. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now for the Marlins, Owen Casey. Liner caught at second. 1 pitch and 1 out. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins.
Designated hitter, Kyle Stowers.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Handles, throws to first, 2 out. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Heriberto Hernandez. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the
for the
line.
Marlins,
Nice
left
job of
fielder,
staying in his
Jeff
mechanics.
Conine.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jeff Conine now at the plate. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the 9th. In the air, right field. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Miami, but they're still on top, 7-2. as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Max Meyer. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. John Donaldson digging in now. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And next up for the Tigers, Al Kaline. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground. And foul ball. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Gets it to first. 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. And the batter now, Hank Greenberg. High fly ball, right field. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Marlins take game 1 of the series on the road.